Thank you for joining me for an audio-visual presentation of an article critique. This is Arita Samudo, a doctoral student of the Department of Public Administration at the California Baptist University. This is in partial fulfillment for the coursework for DPA 765, Qualitative Reasoning and Analysis. The article being critiqued is a contingent approach to the organization and management of public-private partnerships, an empirical study of English healthcare. The authors are Justin Waring, Graham Curry, and Simon Bishop. This article was published in a Public Administration Review in 2013. The major highlights of this article is that the study is grounded in the general philosophy of public-private partnerships. It's also grounded in the empirical foundation of the study. The aim of the study was to investigate public-private partnerships implementation processes to empirically induce the mediating factors that might explain how upstream variations in the relationship between public and private sector agencies relate to downstream service and workforce organization. It also aimed to contribute to the body of knowledge, as well as discuss the issues surrounding the general philosophy, including the upstream and downstream implementation of public-private partnerships. They made use or tapped into the lack of research in the interaction of observed variations in upstream service implementation and implications for the workforce and service. Like every good research, the research design and methodology for this article included an abstract, a literature review. They used a comparative ethnographic case study of two public-private partnerships. Their data collection was through an inductive approach, which clearly defined the sample population. The data analysis was through interpretative grounded theory, close reading of data, coding, constant comparisons, and elaboration of themes. They also sought approval and received approval from the appropriate authorities. Having highlighted the aim of the study, it is important to know if the aim was actually met. In reviewing the article, it shows that the findings appeared consistent with the research aim. The findings make a connection between the up and downstream organizational management. It also reveals that upstream public-private partnership configuration can relate to downstream service and workforce organization. Now, the most important part, which was to investigate the mediating factors, the study actually appears to have met that aim because they highlight that the mediating factors to both configurations of up and downstream workforce were noted to be the level of dependence between private and public sector partners. The level of dependence are reflected in the strategic orientation of service leaders, and that the composition of the professional workforce and variation in the management approach to service and workforce organization all form the mediating factors. Also, the research aim was met in that they developed a model of empirical findings and conceptual relationships between upstream and partnership agreements. This research work appeared to have ticked all the boxes, to have taken every turn expected of a research paper. However, there are a few things that I would have loved to see, which would have made this study termed as a rounded study. First of all is the fact that the research was an inside-the-box one. Secondly, the research highlights the importance of methodological pluralism. Thirdly, the need for contribution of in-depth organizational ethnographies to policy evaluations was highlighted. Also, the study was quite limited because both case studies used were from the same organization, and that's the National Health Service, the NHS. Again, the scope of the study and sample size was quite limited, again, and this is because it was limited to the NHS. The reviewed literature, which is, for me, the most important aspect, the reviewed literature was not robust because a thorough critical analysis of relevant literature was not present. researchers appeared to only use literature that kind of supported their position. I would have loved to see a critique. How is it done here, and who argued against their position? I'd like to thank you for your time, taking time to read through and to listen to my slides, and I hope to be back again with more slides for you. Until then, thanks a lot and God bless.